We shall start with the number we stopped at. That is on page 64 of that workbook. You know that today we were in the modes of PLE, and that number was not done well. So we are looking at set concepts and application of set concepts in particular, and the displayed number there on page 64, that activity reads: in a village of 120 rich men, 70 have Prado P, 55 have Lexus L, some have Prado and Lexus, and 10 have other types of cars. Now, in part A, you are required to present that information on a Venn diagram. Now, such questions disturb children interpretation. That's why I've come to interpret with you, so that you learn how to interpret. You can never get a 4 or a 1 in particular in case you don't know how to interpret questions. The question setting in PLE has changed, and therefore only those few people that can comprehend will then access what's called a D1. So we've got two parts here, the A, the activity A and activity B. Activity A has got only that number, and now for the activity A, there is part A. Now we are told to represent that information in a Venn diagram, which Venn diagram must draw, and then show that information as asked. Now, name your set properly. We've got two sets. One is P, same number of elements in set P, and number of elements set L. P represents those who have Prado, and L, those who have Lexus. And now you say number of elements in the universal set, put equals, then you follow properly. In a village of 120 rich men, that is a sector called universal. Right, 120 are universal. 70 have Prado P, put 70 against Prado. As you continue reading, 55 have Lexus L, right, 55 against L, and then 10 have other types. Some have both. Told you here, put a letter. You feel like that time we used Y, let me use the same, and 10 have other types. Write the 10 outside these two kinds of vehicles, that is Prado and Lexus, and then represent information on a Venn diagram. As teacher was explaining, we've got 6 places or areas where we must fill. We must fill here, here, here. Those are the upper ones or the outside ones. Those are 3. Then the inside ones are 1, 2, 3. To make 6 must fill areas or must be filled areas in the Venn diagram. If this is talked about like it is, then you must fill here also. But these ones are mandatory, they are compulsory. So 3 outside and 3 inside. Now you will note that the 3 inside ones, if they are missing in any way, they are found by subtraction. So we get the upper minus the inner to get whatever is missing inside. If the outside one, like we shall see, is missing, is found by addition, that one is availed already today, so there is no way we can find the found. So, but here find those that are denied, being that they are inside, they are found by subtraction. You get the upper 70 minus Y inside. Likewise, 55 minus Y is the one you fill in here. say 55 minus y. You must note that somebody can tell you to represent the information of the Venn diagram like it is shown on your screen properly. So you have represented. This is the answer. One can tell you to fill in the information on the Venn diagram. You have done the same. You have filled in. One can, on the other hand, tell you to show. It has been shown. Then finally, someone can tell you to complete the Venn diagram. This is the completely filled in Venn diagram. That page 65 of your workbook about Prado and Lexus for this village of one of the rich men. So this is the answer for any of the four: filling in, showing, representing, as well as completing the information. So completing the Venn diagram. This is the answer. So don't say that today they are telling us to complete the Venn diagram. It means that something I have to add. No, nothing else. You have done any of those four, if it's an instruction. Then, in part B, they are saying find the number of rich men who have both Prado and Lexus. You will find out that both is represented by this letter Y. You are free to use any letter, apart from those that are shaped like figures or numerals. So, like O is like 0. T may be like a plus sign of addition. So use other letters, preferably small letters, in our set system. Now we are answering part B, which says find the number of rich men who have both Prado and Lexus. This is where we erred that day. So we go to part B. I told you to add everything to universal. So that day we use 70. Please always identify where the error is. For in mathematics, we learn how the numbers are done, not what the answer may be. So I told you add everything to universal. So instead of using 120, we used 70, which was an error. You kept quiet. So don't keep quiet. The thing is, add everything to the universal. That is the concept. Add everything inside to the universal, including these 10 members. So we are then forming an equation of algebra. We add all these to 120. So we say 70 minus that y plus 55 minus y plus 10 is equivalent to 120 as opposed to 70 we used the other time. So now that is the equation. We add whatever is inside to the universal, which is 120. You are already correct. Okay, I said 70 minus y plus 55 minus y plus 10 is equal to 120. And now that you have that, a mixture of the y's and those without y's. So we gather those that look alike, code-like terms. So we say negative y, we start with negative y. You are free to start with 70, but we chose to use or to get the letters first. So that is negative y plus this y minus y. Then we go plus 70 plus 55 plus 10, which is equal to 120. And now, we know y minus y as a 0. So meaning this is a nothing. So remain with a negative y this side plus the sum of all these. That is 70 plus 10, 80. 80 plus 55, you get 135. So that's 135, which is equal to 120. And now, you are going to subtract 120 from both sides. You say negative y plus 135 minus 135 equals 120 minus 135. Where 135 minus 135 you get the zeros, meaning 135 has been solved this side. No longer is it a problem. Remain with the negative y this side, which is equal to difference. It Teacher told you to look at the numbers, you are going to subtract. If the situation arises, like as a reason that the first one is actually less than the second, in your side work, what you do is to normalize, to ensure that the upper is the greater, that's 135, minus 120, you get a positive answer. Remember the reverse will be true, meaning the opposite. So you get here 5 as well as a 1. As well as a 1. So there will get negative y as being equal to negative 15. Why is this a negative? Because it is the opposite of 135 minus 120. So 120 minus 135 is a negative 15 because 135 minus 120 is a 15. Now, when you reach here, you don't stop there. When you are solving for y must have a positive. So, but here, it is a negative y. Like I told you, by saying negative y, we are having a 1 that is hidden here. So this is the same as negative 1y. But in algebra, we are going to allow to write a 1 against a letter. So get to know the hidden number here is a negative 1. So y must be relieved of that negative 1 coefficient. So by division of either side by negative 1, so the next step says negative y divided by negative 1 is equal to that negative 15 we got divided by negative 1. Follow the steps properly, and you have a tendency of changing these to positives. I don't recommend it. So a negative divided by negative is a positive. Let them remain like that without necessarily changing the idea. So we go y equals positive 15 because both are positives. A negative divided by a negative is a positive, and so is the other side and get a positive 15. So positive y is equal to positive 15. For positive integer, you may not necessarily write a positive, but you'll be meaning it's a positive, so y is equal to 15. And now the question displayed there says, find the number of rich men who have both Prado and Lexus. So this is just the value of y. If the question were to say, find the value of y, you would stop here. Remember, when we are finding the unknown equivalent, we shall never include any unit. So in our book, you find there was a mistake, a little mistake, by writing. They were writing that like y is equal to 15 men. So that one, you don't put any unit against anything. Sorry, against the equivalent of the unknown. So don't put men, you don't put pupils, you don't put anything. But now, in response to the question that says find the number of rich men who have both Prado and Lexus, you then just conclude and say, therefore, 15 men have both Lexus and Prado, both Prado and the same Lexus. Then you underline, and that makes the answer, or your answer accurately done. In applying these set concepts, which shall take some good time, because you need to understand. By the time you come physically, meaning to be taught at school, you must be able to just do all that work without any difficulty. So we shall then go to part C. Part C is there. How many rich men? You have only Prado or Lexus. It's the same as how many rich men have only one type of vehicle. So we use Prado only plus Lexus, or Lexus only. That is Prado only plus Lexus only. So we shall use the 70 take away y value plus the 55 take away y value, which y is 15, which is 70 minus the 15, then plus the 55 minus the 15. Subtract accurately, where 70 minus 10 alone, you get 60, then minus other 5, you get 55 here. Then 55 minus 15, Minus 10 alone is 45, then minus 5, you get 40. So this is a 40, 40. Ensure you're accurate in your endeavors. 70 minus 15 is a 55, we are okay. And then 55 minus 15, you get 40. Where 55 plus 40, you will get 95. The question is, how many rich men? So this is the one, rich men. And then you underline using your ruler. And in that way, you have answered that question accurately. It will not have any error whatsoever, like what realized you had. So that is the A activity. Then we go to B activity. This one was a number or a single number activity. So the B activity of that page says represent the information below on the Venn diagram and find the unknown. Represent the information below on a Venn diagram and find the unknown. So meaning you have two instructions, one representation of that given information in the Venn diagram, as well as find the unknown that is involved in that part B. Now, number 1 of the activity B reads, I'm going out of range. Okay, reads number 1. At a party of 18 friends who were served with Fanta F, one must understand what 18 serves as. These are the people or the friends that were invited in total. That makes the universal. And they were served with Fanta F and Coke C. So 2 types of soda were actually served. 10 drank Fanta, you use F. 4 drank both, that is Fanta and Coke. X drank only Coke. And 1 did not take any of the 2 types of drinks. Remember, the instructions are 2. Representation of the entire work or the entire information Venn diagram, as well as find the unknown that is formed in. Today it is X there. So we shall draw our Venn diagram and do the representation as asked. So draw that circle, but remember the Venn diagram can take other shapes. Rectangular ones, but the commonest are the circles. Now represent that information in the Venn diagram where we say at a party of 18 friends. So that's the universal. You say number of elements in the universal set is equal to 18. They were served with 2 drinks, either Fanta or Coke, if not both. Now they are saying 10 drank Fanta F. You say number of elements in set F is equal to 10. Then continue reading and saying 4 drank both. So the 4 comes in the middle here. Then it goes X drank only Coke. So you must know this is number of elements set C. There is Coke and Coke only. So always look at the word only. Another way of setting the word only, they will use the word but not. When we say X drank Coke but not Fanta, it's the same as X drank Coke only. Coke but not Fanta. Whenever you hear such language in such concepts and they say but not, so think about the word only. Coke but not the other one, but not Fanta. It's the same as Coke only. Likewise, Fanta but not Coke means Fanta only. Only that now, it is just direct, only Coke. So X drank only Coke. So this is Coke only. You fill in X here. Be careful. There is a difference between Coke and Coke only. So only Coke is the same as Coke only. So put it inside, this time not on top. And 1 did not take any of the 2. So the 1 is put out here properly and then represent fully that information. Now the information given fills these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sectors. But now you must fill here as well as that. So this factor only, like I said before, is found by subtraction. Whatever is inside and is missing or not given, you find yourself whatever is inside then is found by subtraction. And this upper one must also be filled, but it's found by addition. So whatever is outside is found by addition, and whatever is inside is found by subtraction in case it's not given. So we go number of elements in set F only. You write it out here, name it properly, underline. It's the same as F take away C, F minus C. You can as well simply say F only. Now we are then going to subtract. Like we did the subtraction the other side, 70 minus y. We are fortunate this time, this is not a y. It is a 10 minus 4. So right here 10, take away 4. Wow. Where you get a 6 and fill in. You are then allowed to write also 10 minus 4 directly. But why do you leave the examiner subtract for you? So 10 minus 4, or 10 and 4 being like terms, they can then be subtracted or added. Why don't you subtract and write a 6, which is meant in the subtraction between the two? And now, we have number of elements set C, being the outside one, is shown by addition of whatever is inside the set C. We have got 4 members as well as X members. So, we add them together to write them. Remember, 4 and X will never be like terms. They can never be added then or subtracted. Now, if that is so, there is no way one can add X to 4. You instead write it because you never bring a single answer. You either write X plus 4 or 4 plus X. X plus 4 and 4 plus X mean the same by virtue of what is called commutative property. If you did some properties of numbers in P6 first term. So I've got 3 kinds of properties: associative property, commutative property, and the distributive property that's very common. So, but this is associative. You are free, commutative. You are free to say X plus 4 or 4 plus X. It's better to put them in brackets. Why do you put them in brackets? To mean you have just failed to add them together. You tell the examiner if you succeed in getting one answer from the addition of X and 4, then you will be perfect. But as for me, I'll never. So X plus 4 is not the same as 4X. 4X means 4 times X. This is X plus 4. They will never be added. Unlike terms can be multiplied or divided, but can never be subtracted or added to get a single answer. So X plus 4 remains X plus 4. Never should you say for X, you have multiplied. And this is by addition, please. X plus 4 or 4 plus X, leave it like that. And in so doing, you will have represented that information in Venn diagram. Because every sector is served. But remember, there are 2 instructions. They are saying use this information to draw a Venn diagram or represent that information Venn diagram as well as find the unknown. So the unknown is this value of X. So I've got A representation, then B about finding the value of X. So I want to share with somebody in finding the value of X. I don't display the names here. So I can hardly tell who is putting up the hand. Okay. Okay. One tries. Don't even try. Just tell me how to find the value of X. All that. You that have said to me. Amon.
We said we add X. So we add 6 plus 4 plus 2. We say X plus 6 plus 4 plus 1 equals to 18.
Very, very perfect. So it's better to start with the unknown because the one we are finding the value for. So we say X plus this plus this plus this. Like we did the other side. We add all the sectors here to the universal, like we did in the first instance. So we say X plus the 6 plus the 4 plus the 1 is equal to the universal. We don't want to make any error. The other day we had the PLE kind of excitement and the anxiety. So but now it's gone, success was reached, so it awaits So I've got x plus 4 plus 6. Any order? X plus 6 plus 4. Don't forget the 1.
Plus 11 equals.
So we go x plus the total, which is 11. Algebra.
11 equals
X
18.
plus 11 minus 11.
Minus 11 equals to 18 minus 11.
Good. This is a 0. So I've got x is equal to 7.
Equals
To 7. So what you must never do is putting or writing any unit on the value. When I say find the value, it's far different from asking you how many friends were served. So there I put the word friends. But now, x value, you want x value, you just say x is equal to 7. And then you have answered. Number 1, all the entire work here in B on page 64 gives you or asks for two things. One, showing the information in the Venn diagram as well as finding the unknown. Now we are going to do the same with number 2. With number 2. Unless one has a question, please, the time is now to ask. But I'm not saying the names. So the time is now to ask. Any question? Always ask the teacher.
Teacher here.
Melissa?
So like now therefore C, number of Coke. There, we just leave it like x plus 4.
Yes, left like that, unless one asked you for how many friends were served with the Coke. So if one asked you how many were served with the Coke, that's when you get x plus 4 and replace or substitute x with 7. So you get 7 plus 1, get 11 friends were served with the Coke. But now this one's left like that because nobody has asked you for that. Am I clear? So that is good of you. Another question apart from Melissa? Always ask the teacher. That's how your friends did to get what they got. Okay, we shall then go to number 2. Display class. Number 2. Number 2. Let one of you read for us. Number 2. You read.
In a class of 30 pupils, 15 speak English, 13 speak Swahili, 5 speak both languages, and X do not speak the 2 languages.
Represent that information in Venn diagram and find the unknown. That's the question. In a class of 30 pupils, 15 speak English E, 13 speak Swahili K, 5 speak both languages, and X do not speak any of the 2 languages. Do the 2. Represent as well as find the unknown. Still, here number 2 is different from number 1 in such a way that the unknown X is put somewhere else. Is put somewhere else. Now, at a party, in a class of 30 pupils, they are saying represent that information on a Venn diagram. Draw the said Venn diagram. Then the universal bracket. Name your sectors properly in terms of the number of elements in universal set, as well as number of elements in set E representing English, and then number of elements in set K representing Kiswahili. And now you start filling in accurately. In a class of 30 pupils, that's the universal sector. Write 30 here. 15 speak English E. Right here, 15 who speak English E. Swahili speakers are 13. So right here, 13. And then they say 5 speak both. That's the intersection part. And X do not speak any of the 2. This time around, X is outside. As opposed to the first 2 numbers, the first one, the unknown was in the middle. The next one, the unknown was in the only part. And now, this other one, the unknowns outside. So what are we learning? The placement of the unknown depends on the information given. So don't you think the unknown will ever be in the middle, like it is always in your P6 and 5. In P7, the unknown can be anywhere, including the universal, like you are seeing it move. So, like we said before, these anomalies, all the inside gaps are formed by subtraction. So we find number of elements in set E only. Those who speak English only are 15 minus the intersection, which is a 5. So subtract properly, you get a 10 to fill in. That is those who speak English only. And now find the number of those that speak Kiswahili only, still by the same subtraction of the upper and the inside. That is the 13 minus the 5. Subtract properly. Borrow if you must, 13 minus the 5. If you accurate, I think you get 8. And then write here 8. Check whether what you have subtracted is actually correct. As in addition, that is 10 plus 5 is 15. Check whether 5 plus 8 you get 13. So it's okay. And now we are then finding the value of x. Now that we have found, or we have shown the information in the Venn diagram, let's find the value of x.
Value of x equals x plus 10 plus 5 plus 8 equals 8 equals 30.
Yes. So whatever is inside, together with these members, add it, you get the universal. So we do the same algebra. So x plus 10 plus 5 plus 8 is equal to 30. Ensure every sector is served. These three inside as well as this one added to 30. Never use the upper ones because they are already sums. I told you 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 is already sum. So don't sum the summed up already. So we sum these ones that are still in their infinitive form or original form. That is x plus 10 plus 5 plus 8 is equal to 30. Then do the algebra in the usual way, where 10 plus 5 is a 15. Add well, plus 8 you get a 23. So plus 23, you get 30. And then you continue, x plus our 23 minus 23, the usual algebra, equals 30, take away 23. And then this is a 0, and then subtract properly, it is a 7. It's just a coincidence. Don't cram that x in the number before was a 7, and it is 7 now. Someone may think it is ever 7. No, it is come. It has come, like the other one, but it's just a coincidence. It's not the usual way. So, but that's the way we find. The usual finding is addition of whatever is inside together with this one outside to the universal. And when you are actually doing it, or you actually do it, you will then get a value of x, whatsoever comes out. And that is it. Then we shall look at number 3. We shall look at number 3. Display. Number 3. Number 3, you are taught to represent the information in number 3 on the Venn diagram, as well as finding the unknown that you will find involved there. So it reads, in a class of 48, 20 eat fish F, 30 eat meat M, X eat both, and 2 do not eat either of the two. That one will be related to number 1. I think I will not do it because we did it in the first example about the Prado and Lexus, because X has gone in the middle. So you do the same like we did in number 1. As you scroll and go to number 4, in a class of 40 pupils who studied math M and English E, 23 like math, 10 like both math and English, X like only English, and 5 like neither of the two subjects. That is similar to number 1, but being that number 1 was very new to us, we still do it. So number 3, is done like the first number about Prado. Now number 4 is also like number 1 we've done today. So we go to number 4. Represent that information on a Venn diagram, which you are going to draw properly and then show accordingly. Show. Name the sectors properly. Number of elements in the universal set. You will have number of elements in set M representing math. Then number of elements in set E representing English. And now you start filling in as you read. In a class of 40 pupils, that is about the universal sector. We shall go slowly with these ones so that whoever is on the platform here may hardly have any problem in future about set concept application. 40, so 23 like math M, so right here 23, that is about math. 10 like both, that is the intersection part. Put in the 10 and then continue reading. X like English only, only English. Again, X comes here. Whenever I see the word only, it enters the Venn diagram directly. If X were to be up here, they will say X like English. But if there is a word only, please put it inside. And 5, hate both. Dislike any of the two. Like neither of the two. So, right here, the 5 members who hate learning math and English, and then you are told to show the information in the Venn diagram. They will not give you all the information. They want you to bring out that concept of either addition or subtraction. So, this part is formed by subtraction, like I said, and this part is formed by addition. It is so much similar to the first number we did. This is called math only. So number of elements in set M alone. Remember, these must be capital because they are proper nouns. So M only, and then write our 23, take away the 10, subtract properly, and get 13, thereby writing our 3, and then here fill that information. You remember what we filled in the other part where Melissa asked? So we go X plus 10. X plus 10. This is the same number. This Melissa posed the question. So it's the same thing. So it's good that has come back to see and test who is actually following. So please follow. Don't just be listening without following properly. So X plus 10, X plus 10, and say the upper ones are formed by addition of what is inside. So the whole content is added. So write X plus 10, and it's better put it in brackets because you cannot produce a single answer. With or without brackets, they will mark, but it's better to show it in brackets. Let me see whether the same mark can find the value of X. Mark, find the value of X. Find the value of X. Mark.
X plus 13 plus 10 plus 5 equals 4.
Good, you are audible today, so thank you. So X plus 13, the same idea, plus 10, plus the 5, don't forget the 5 is equal to our 40, and then follow through the same working. I feel don't like to complete this fully, because they are doing the same. They are doing the same. Okay, let me do. So X plus 13 plus 10 is our 23. 23 plus that 5, get 28. So get 28, which is equal to our 40.
28.
Then we continue. X plus 28 minus 28.
28
Good.
equals 40 minus 28.
Good, good, good. Good voice. So we go. We then go side work to subtract properly. You can as well put it here because of the space. So we go our 40 minus 28. Borrow because you must. I'm not here to teach you how to subtract. No. That is 10 minus 8. You get 2. And here a 1. So which x value is a 12? Right, 32. Don't put any unit. Never should you put a unit against the value of any letter. And which way done, you will be an accurate person. And the candidate one will have to look out for. So we shall then go to number 5 for this activity. Number 5 for this activity, so that we read it. Can you read it? So, read number 5 displayed there. Can I tell who? One reads.
Out of a team of 11 players, 5 play with the left leg.
Okay, then they are present. Thank you. Out of a team of 11 players, since you have been instructed to show that information, on a Venn diagram, I will first draw the Venn diagram and then draw the universal bracket. These numbers, or each of the numbers here, can never go less than 5 marks in PLE. So we are in section B, real application, and then getting marks. So I've got number of elements in the universal set. We've got as well as number of elements set L, meaning those who play using left, and this is right, the right-legged ones. So we then go out of 11 players, we fill in 11, that's the total called universal, like I've learned. 5 play, well with left leg L, that is about 5, right 5 here, that's left leg 8 with the right, that is 8, right 8 at set R. 1 player cannot play well with all or with both, so that's 1. This is not a good player. So there you go. And yet some use both. So it is silent. Now you have freedom to choose a letter you feel like. You can fill in a letter here. Today I've used the E, small e. Then it's like number 1. We write here 5, take away E. And here 8, take away E. So here everyone will have their own choice of the letter and then they fill in. So this is the first number we did about Prado and Lexus. So the number looks like this one. So you fill in the same way. And then you find the unknown. Find the unknown. That is part A, then part B. William seems not to be present. I say find the value of E.
5 minus E plus 8 minus 8 plus 1 equals to 11.
You are totally present. Okay. Totally present. So you get the 11. You get the 11. And now that is done. William, we are doing together.
Negative E plus
E minus E plus 5
plus 8 plus 1
yes.
equals to.
Okay, that step is very important.
Negative
E plus our
plus 0
no, leave a 0 alone. Add this.
plus 5
Add them.
plus
Get one number out of them.
plus 14 equals to 11.
Okay. Plus 14 equals 11. Thank you. So we go negative E plus 14 minus 14. is equal to that 11. Take away 14. Good. 14 minus 14 is a 0. I've got negative E, which is equal to William. I'm with William this time. William, 11 minus 14. Negative 3. Very clever. So then we divide both sides by negative 1. Leave this step. You say negative E divided by negative 1 equals negative 3 divided by negative 1. Where a negative over a negative is a positive, which is that E. Write that E equals that 3. And that's all. And now, that's how we fill in or represent or show or copy the Venn diagram and then later find the unknown. So when you're asked to, please do the needful about that.